Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule at the defense rests.
It helps if you turn the camera on. Welcome back. Thanks for coming. Shut down. Damn, doggy. I gave them their royalties. I thanked them. I tagged them. Yeah, I wondered how long was I talking to myself for? I saw your chat that says, "Can you still see the chat?" And then I think there was a couple more after that. That was it. And I'm like, hello. Hello? Anyone? Yeah. Oh, well. I just thought it was a really, really good representation of it. And explained the whole thing, but never mind. We should get into some document reading, I suppose. Did anyone watch Ebony with I love Ebony with Robin and Ian? All right, now I've got to find where I saved all these. Oh, my document's ready. Ooh. That's scary. Oh dear. Ah. No, don't say that. How many pages is it? Come on. Just going to paste this so I don't lose it. 1 second. I've waited too long to this. Yes. Okay, cool. Done. All right. Get out of that because that's going to take up a heap of memory, and we'll go back into Google Drive. All right. I'd like to share this page with you so you can see what I'm doing at least. But first have a look at I've done a map of the house so you get a good idea of where things are structurally. So the first one on the left, that's where the DoorDash people came in. That's what you see at the front of the house with 112 above it. There is 2 bedrooms down there, and then the stairway, and then up there, the stairway is where the lounge room, bathroom, kitchen, Dylan's room, and Ethan and Xana's room, which is the pink one in the second. And then the 3rd floor is up the stairs, and there is I think Maddie's room is the pink one and Katie's one was the right one. So just to get your bearings. Oh, and I also did this up too. That was a picture taken of him on his way to Boise prison after the sentencing hearing yesterday. Oh, she's lost us. Okay. Hang on. I find her. Might have emailed me. YouTube removed your content. Oh dear. Your stream was interrupted. Yes, I realise that now. Do I have it? Anna's? Yeah, I do. Surely no. Yep. Okay, email sent. What did you watch before? Oh. You like that? Yep. The face. Yeah, so he's at Boise prison at the moment, apparently. I don't think they'll keep him close by. I think they'll farm him out somewhere where his safety is protected. And who protected the girls and Ethan's safety? All right. Now I was going to share this page, wasn't I? All right, so these are the ones that I have managed to download on yesterday. Now we've done this, we've done that one. Okay, this is the one where Xana's family turn up on scene. Come on, open. Okay. Doing some bizarre shit. Didn't have to do this yesterday. Fuck. Okay. Oh. Can't read that. That's what it's supposed to do. And I just remembered, can't talk and eat. Right. So, this is MONROE PD. The 12th of the 12th. Sorry. I got the wrong one. I did get the wrong one. That's all right. I wonder why it wasn't the right date. Okay. Phone interview on 15/11/22. I had a phone message from the front desk to contact blah, 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 as she may have information regarding Nicole's having a stalker. On November 15th, 22, at approximately 11:15 hours, I called and spoke with what? I introduced myself to her and told her I was given her message to call about possible information regarding Katie having a stalker. She told me she and some friends had lunch with Katie around September the 11th, and she thought Katie said something about having a stalker. She thought Katie mentioned receiving something in the mail, but some of the other friends at the table thought Katie mentioned getting a strange message through Facebook Messenger. She told me she had been speaking with all of the friends who were at lunch, and they were trying to remember what she said. She provided me with the names of the other friends who were at the lunch with Katie on or around September 11th. They provided me with the name and told me blah, 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 and Katie were very close friends and had plans to live together in June. Oh, this will be Jack. She said they were very close. No, she said, Jack was not at the lunch, but she thought Kaylee would have spoken with her the most. She said Kaylee spoke with Jack, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah the most. I asked her if she could think of anyone who Kaylee had any issues with, and she said no. Kaylee was very kind-hearted to everybody. The conversation came up regarding the stalker at the lunch. Kaylee would always talk about things in a light-hearted manner. Not make a big deal of it, obviously. And said one time she was speaking about childhood trauma in a joking manner, and they did not think much of it. She thought that the stalker topic must have gotten brought up at the same point during that lunch conversation, but she couldn't remember how specifically. Approximately 2:30, I called and spoke with Jack, and he told me she and Kaylee had plans to move in together in June, and said she spoke with Kaylee often. That's not Jack then, girl. I asked her about the topic of Kaylee saying she had a stalker, and she told me she remembered Kaylee mentioning something about a stalker but couldn't remember any of the details. She last saw Kaylee the weekend of October 3rd, 22, when she came for a visit to attend the U of I football game. She said she also visited Kaylee on the weekend of June 14th and didn't think Kaylee mentioned having a stalker on either of those weekends. I asked if Kaylee shared information with her having problems with anyone else, and she said no. No potential love interests. Was she seeing anybody? She told me when she last saw Kaylee on the weekend of October 3rd, she said she was not seeing anyone or sleeping with anyone. There's a difference. Asked if she knew about Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. She said Kaylee and Jack both loved each other and did not have any hard feelings against one another. And Kaylee started dating when they were younger. And Kaylee broke up with him so she could grow up a bit and experience other things. She said at first the breakup was hard for Jack, but they remained friends. She did not know the other roommates that well who lived with Kaylee. She said she visited during the weekend of October 3rd. There was a bunch of people at the house, but no one stood out. I told her I had spoken to so-and-so about the lunch with Kaylee and the topic of the stalker. Remember what was said. She didn't know anyone who did not like Kaylee or had it out for it. Okay, I told them to contact me if they thought of anything else. Okay. This is Xana. Or when Xana's family turned it. Can you guys read that okay? You see it? Okay, hey Dellinger, 13th, 11th at 8:30 at night. 8:30 at night. Oh yes, it was 13th, wasn't it? That's right. Yep, right. Still 8:30 at night's pretty late too. Yeah. Shut up, Jody. On November 13th, 2022, approximately 12:53 hours, I arrived on scene at 1122 King Road and spoke with Sergeant Gunderson and Sergeant Lawrence, who gave me a brief overview of the information gathered. Sergeant Lawrence informed me that Idaho State Police were going to assist in the investigation and were organising to respond to the scene. Sergeant Lawrence responded to the police department to begin interviews. I remained on scene on the perimeter awaiting further information. Approximately 1 hour later, a male approached the scene and began speaking with Sergeant Gunderson. The male was identified as blah, 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 blah. Xana's dad. I overheard him state his daughter lived in the 1122 King Road and he had been trying to get in touch with her but was unsuccessful. It was also learned that so-and-so the daughter of, was nearby the scene. I asked him if he, and I returned to the, I asked him if he could come to the police department to speak with me, and agreed. Returned to the police department. I contacted Sergeant Lawrence and asked if he had the names of the victims. Stated he did and gave me the list. I saw one of the victims' names was Zana Knodel. I then met with the father and the daughter in the interview room of the police department lobby. Once in the room, I activated the audio and video recording, asked them for their information. They both handed me their driver's licenses. After writing down the information, I asked what the name of his other daughter was. He told me her name was Zana. I then informed him that Zana was identified as one of the victims. Can you imagine that feeling? And that she was deceased. Both of them became very upset and were crying heavily. You think? I asked them when the last time they communicated with Zana was. The father stated it's daughter, sorry, sister. Stated she texted with Zana on the 11th at approximately 5 o'clock. Said the message was brief and we're not of any substance. She said she texted Zana on the 11th at around 3:40, and she responded stating she was at work and told me that he last spoke with Zana on the phone on the 11th of the 11th at approximately 9:40. When they spoke about going to the WSU game. Okay. I asked them both if Zana had mentioned anything about having any issues with anyone who she'd been dating. She'd been dating Ethan for the past 6 months. Said Ethan's parents everything seemed fine with their relationship, and added how he had met visiting as Ethan's parents in passing this weekend. It should be noted he was in town visiting as he resides in Avondale, Arizona, and it was Washington State University's parents' weekend. So he'd come up to speak to see the other daughter, which is what we just got booted off. Hello, sweetheart, you found us. If you'd stayed on the stream, it redirected you, but yeah, YouTube shut me down. Sorry, I didn't even know I was sitting here talking to myself for 10 minutes, and no one was answering me in chat. And I'm like, So, what did you like? You said the question, can I still see chat? And I said, yes. Did you hear me, or like, did it go, what happened? Did it go blank? Because you're obviously still able to type, but there was nothing on this end. Just tell me what happened, like on your end, what you saw. So I know future. Because nothing changed on here. Nothing at all. Okay. It wasn't until I flicked into the back end where you set everything up, and on the analytical side, that there was an alarm on there saying your stream had been shut down. Oh, they didn't. Nothing to me at all until I had to click into something else to find it. So why did you ask me if you could still see chat? Was it so the screen went black, and then you messaged me in chat? Could you still hear me? You could see chat, no sound. Okay. So I was talking to myself for a while. All right. So they established that there was no one of interest, and they logged in the audio visual recording. Ethan's family. This is December 2022. Corporal Payne asked if I would assist with interviewing members of Ethan Chapin at the Layton County Annex building. I arrived and spoke with blah, 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 Ethan's parents. I introduced myself to the mother and told her I would be recording our conversation, so I would not miss anything she said. She had filled out an adult victim background questionnaire, which I've reviewed. Speaking with her, she listed Ethan as being easygoing, positive, friendly, funny. Ethan and Zan had been dating for about 1 year. Didn't the last guy say 3 months? Or maybe they were dating for 3 months but seeing each other. Zan was a junior, had a lot of friends. Met Zana's dad briefly during Parents' Weekend, never met Zana's sister. Never heard anything factual about Zana's mum. Ethan and Zana never mentioned having weird feelings about anyone, customers or employees, and Ethan never said anything negative about his relationship. He was in the fraternity. She doesn't know how much about that, though someone was a farmer and from California, but she was shit. It's very difficult to read when the words are redacted. It doesn't flow. It's like, no. Ethan would hang out with so-and-so 3, 4, 5 days out of the week, and when Ethan would be with, they would spend time at Zana's. One of Ethan's closest friends, blah, 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 lives in blah, 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 stated they did not see any drug use amongst any of Ethan and his friends, but said they drank a lot, which was normal for a fraternity life. That he's okay. He's got an alibi where he was. Ethan golfed a lot. Never observed him getting into fights. Never confided having problems or frustrations. Okay. The place that him and Zana were at the fraternity was called Hungadunga. Yep. She said Hungadunga was rented by her sorority and this was a private event. She told me she knew the majority of everyone who was at the Hungadunga. Okay, I don't think there's a great deal more in there. Any weird comments? She made his Instagram private. She said people were speculating this was a drug-related thing or something to do with the girls. She told me she did not notice the names of the people who were commenting, but said they were weird. Asked the girls had any bad feelings in their neighbours. No, told me that his house a watch. The subject of noise complaints. Okay. That's that one. How many more did I download? Come on. Probably call it Jody. Okie dokie. I need a reading partner for these. It's not the same. You just muffle it out. Okay. Additional responding officers. Okay. The FBI tip line received a call from K-Bar employee, reference blah, 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 had been contacted earlier on the 1st of December by ISP detectives Boone and Barrett due to his name being provided by K-Bar on a list of people who had placed orders from K-Bar. Stated a call taker from K-Bar received a strange phone call from someone on the 1st and provided a written statement about what the conversation entailed. She stated she answered the call with the normal greetings directed by K-Bar. So-and-so interjected when she asked about his concern about the call and stated we will get to that later. He went on to tell her that why the order was cancelled. He stated he understood and never put his phone number on orders to prevent phone solicitation. He then abruptly asked, "What can you tell me about the 2 feds that showed up at my door today questioning my recent K-Bar order?" She stated she did not know what he was talking about as she had no knowledge of the investigation. He then stated something to the effect of, "You know, a K-Bar sheath was left at the scene." Ooh. She stated she did not know anything about the situation and asked if he wanted to complete his order. He stated he was a collector and had enough for now. He also added he better hold off until things died down a little and then ended the phone call. Ooh, that's creepy. Ooh. I spoke with Detective Boone and Barrett and asked them if they mentioned the knife sheath. Both detectives stated they did not mention anything about the sheath and that the conversation with her was very routine. They did not record their conversation. I called Rubber back on the 13th and asked her to tell me about the call with so-and-so. She reiterated the contents of her statements. However, she stated that he told her a K-Bar sheath was left at the scene and added he told her one of the investigators told him that. I said that one. I think that actually. Oops. Come on. Come on. Oh, witness is the last one I've got in there, but there is plenty more. Oh. Mm-mm. When the voicemail on the 14th of November at about 10:42, dispatch advised they were forwarding a call to my cell phone. Phone briefly started ringing, but then it suddenly stopped for some reason. Call was forwarded to voicemail before I could answer it. Voicemail came through to my phone. I learned it was from blah. I think it's Jack. He said, "Hey, how's it going? My name is, and my phone number is. I just wanted to make a statement to you guys because I was close friends with Maddie Moon. I was with her at the corner club most of the night, and then after we left, we wanted to go to John's Alley, and we went to stopped at Grub Chuck. The grammar is great. They got Grub Chuck, then a car picked them up, and they left and went home. I just wanted to make a statement about, and just, well, I don't know if anything is helpful, but I was just with them like for a little bit. So if I can be of any help, I would like to give me a call. Thank you." Shortly after I got the voicemail, someone called dispatch again and was successfully transferred to my phone. 10:46, I talked to blah, blah, blah on the phone. Essentially said the same thing he said in the voicemail, and then in the voicemail that he left. Said he was out with Maddie at the corner club and I did not know who the other girl was that was with them that night. Described the girls getting into a silver sedan after they got food at the grub truck. Their details. Said he was willing to talk to a detective about his involvement with the case. That he doesn't have a roommate at his Queen Road. Recorded a conversation with a dash cam. Okay. All right, let us go and have a look. Because I have the link. The link! Apparently, I got this off as Camel Drops, because as we know, they're amazing. But the link they gave me, it kept booting me off. And that's the one that I linked into the chat in Discord. But yeah, she sent me this thing, and it's all from Recovery Act. I think he must have downloaded them and then put them up onto Google Drive somehow. So that's how they come. So we go back one step if I can. Oh, someone's. I wonder if that's another folder. Yeah. So that's how they start. And we were in one of these. So each one then opens up. Yeah. There's a lot. Which is why I was trying to go through them and weed out this one's just about the fingerprints that they, chain of custody. What's this one? Vehicle test runs and glove collection. Oh, okay. He did a test run in a similar vehicle, the suspect vehicle, by driving around the purported route and then walked the route just to work out timing and stuff. Yeah, that was just purely timing and timeline. Okay, that's evidence of USB being. Okay, November 29th, I applied and was granted a warrant for any data associated with Katie and Glover's Tinder account using the following identifiers. We got the warrant. Registered for access to the portal and received an email stating that he was approved to access the records on Tinder. December 5th, my birthday, I received an email from Tinder stating the data requested pursuant to the warrant was available to download. So I logged on, downloaded the files to the forensic computers. Completed the warrant receipt and affidavit and filed. So I was hoping to leave the boring out. Yeah, this is more warrant stuff then. Yeah, issued them with a subpoena, asked for this, and got it. That's another one. Okay, that's a warrant for establishing a geofence. Oh, this is riveting stuff. Okay, that's gaining access to their Facebooks. Him obtaining all the 4 phones and then trying to unlock them. He performed extractions and a report. And the phones were delivered to the CDA Police Department. I had to go to Detective Richer for further analysis with forensic tools that would be able to support full file system extractions. Okay. He informed me on the 28th that the phone extractions were complete and ready to be picked up. Lovely jolly. Are we awake still? Okay. So granted access to her Yahoo account. I think I might have hit the administrative bundle. Was granted a pen warrant for any data associated with the phone number. Is that one? Holy crap. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is not it is, but it's not. I copped a glance at this yesterday. Okay. On December 7th, 2022, at approximately 10 a.m., I was assisting with the packing and moving of personal belongings out of the residence at 1122 King Street. Captain Barrett and I were in the process of packing items from Katie House's room on the 3rd floor. Inside the closet, I was removing items from a black plastic 3-drawer organizer. In the bottom drawer, don't tell me it was, no, I don't want to hear that it was a battery operated device. No bobs. No bobs. Battery operated, buddy. I was removing items from the black plastic 3-drawer organizer. In the bottom drawer, I located a Kodak power flash. Oh, thank Christ. Or maybe not. A disposable camera and a GoPro camera in a small black zippered pouch. I was unaware if these items had been located during any of the previous searches, so I took custody of them until I could learn that information. I advised Captain Barrett of the items and showed them to him. After completing the packing and moving of personal belongings, I brought the GoPro and the Kodak camera back to the PD. Prior to leaving the residence, I also took possession of the keys to all the vehicles belonging to the deceased. Once back at the PD, I locked items into the temporary storage. The memory card from the GoPro was seized during a previous search of the residence, so the camera itself was of no evidentiary value. I was told the Kodak disposable camera should be put into evidence. He did. So, 63. All right. Okay, different person, same scenario, I think. He met at 9:45. He met with MONROE PD command staff members at 1122 King Road to package and remove personal items of the victims. So, yes, he packaged the belongings in Katie's room. While I was packing items, I noticed $125 in cash on the dresser. $100. Yeah, okay. A small clutch. placed in one of the boxes. After the personal items were recovered, we packaged, we moved them to a U-Haul van. Everything stuff. Just remember what number we're up to so I can delete them. 64. Back at the door. Okay, this warrant was granted for the Tinder account. Okay, now he's after Maddie's email and Tinder account as well. He's over David. All right, he met then with the Carter's family at the city shop that he had previously arranged to release Kaylee's personal property at the family's request. I unlocked the secure evidence building and we moved 22 boxes containing her person. That would have been horrible. Fuck. I signed for the items and took a photo of his ID attached to the form. Right. 69 better be fucking hilarious. December 6th, I applied and was granted a warrant for all the information DoorDash's possession. Now, I really want to hear from this person. I really do. Because I think she missed him by AB's dick. Like, okay, so he was researching who it actually was that did the delivery, basically. And they provided it via the request. 68, you go down on me, I owe you one. On November 18th, I logged into the Uber law enforcement portal. Trying to find the name of the Uber driver. With the phone number he was given. Due to the nature of the investigation, Uber recommended an exigency. Hello. No, darling. Tell me about it. I know. You were working yesterday too, weren't you? And you've come in at I can't seem to raise myself from a monotone reading out this. This is the Coburg sealed docs that were released. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. Hundreds. I missed you too, sweetheart. I did indeed. Who was it last night we had in chat, Teresa, that was asking about Jenny? Was it Louise? Remember Louise someone? Yeah. I can't even remember. Was it Louise? Don't know. Anyway, someone was asking after you, Miss Jenny. Yeah. Yeah, it's a matter of sorting the shit from the clay, though. There's a lot of administrative stuff, like, chain of custody. I collected this, put it in the sample bag, drove it there, locked it in the cupboard. I requested a warrant for this, so that sort of stuff. But in amongst it, there was a nasty, nasty one yesterday. This is the Uber driver's request subpoena. So we're up to 68. You go down and I owe you one. And yeah, I won't be much longer than that, my darling. If that, I'm easing myself back in, so to speak, because I'm already getting sore, and I can't do this in the bedroom because I've got to bring up the docos. I can only observe, like enter in StreamYard and watch the stream and pause All right, where are the ones I saved from the other day? I'm just going to have to sit down and go through them and just. Oh, I didn't read this one. All buying Kayla. All right, so they collected 4 blood swabs at the site. On the 23rd of the 11th, I applied for and was granted a search warrant for 11 or whatever, Queen Road, and the residence. The warrant was based off the following information. It was King Road, wasn't it? Responded to the residence approximately 10 a.m. We walked to the common walkway in front of the door, so blah blah apartment, and observed the exterior of the door. The area around the door had numerous spots of dried fluid, which appeared to be rust drops from a metal roof above the apartment's door. These drops were mainly on the wall next to the door frame. What appeared to be different, a fluid spot on the door, approximately 8 inches up from the bottom of the door. Under the doorknob, I also noticed the deadbolt plating was clean, polished silver, and had no dirt on it. I walked away from the door in order to conduct. Let's see if I couldn't see it properly. Inside under the doorknob, I noticed the deadbolt plating was clean, polished silver, no dirt. I walked away from the door in order to conduct an interview on a possible witness. OFC House and several members of the ISP forensics unit. I met up with Officer House and Detective Powell. A short time later, they told me they believed the spot of dried fluid on the door displayed similar characteristics to that of dried blood. Namely, Detective Powell stated the spot displayed a cracking nature common when blood dries on the surface. The spot also displayed a similar drop pattern to the blood spots found on the banister wall and the wall on the stairwell. Oh. So that would have had to have been him dropping as he's going down this. Because if that's on the stairwell, no one was killed near the stairwell. Also displayed a similar spot pattern to the blood spots found on the banister wall and the wall of the stairwell to the ground floor, which I observed inside 1122 King Road. OFC House also told me he looked at several other doorknobs and deadbolt plates on doors in the same apartment complex, all of which had a fine layer of dust. Ooh. Yeah, he also confirmed the door did not have the same layer of dust, as though it had been cleaned off. I returned to MONROE PD and was notified by Detective Vargas, who was reviewing security camera footage provided by the owners of possible footage of someone walking by the cameras at 10 to 4 on the 13th of November. I watched the film with Detective Vargas. The cameras show the parking lot of something in the lane, which is situated directly south of the Queen Road. The frame captures a portion of the something Queen Road parking lot in the front, but does not capture the apartments themselves. The area of that Queen Road is also much darker than in the lane. Video is infrared and is thusly displayed in black and white. At approximately 3:50 hours on the 13th of the 11th, per the timestamp on the video, A figure clad in dark clothing can be seen walking from the building, which houses Queen Road. The figure walks to the west out of the parking lot and 2 other apartment buildings at Queen Road. The terminus of this sidewalk is immediately east of 1122 King Road. The figure is not captured by the cameras any further. Fuck! That wasn't. But I hadn't heard that. I know they saw a white Elantra parked in some car park near there, but I didn't realise they had cameras that had actually picked up a figure clad in dark clothing. Whoa, that's creepy as fuck. Oh. Whoa. Based off the information above, the officer served a search warrant on the exterior. Access to the residence. Blah, blah, blah. Maintenance worker was contacted. Oh, I had Morris call someone, so I placed him on speakerphone so I could talk to him. I asked him to tell me what he found. Told me he had another maintenance worker entered the apartment on the 22nd of the 11th in order to check on a water quality complaint made by the tenant. Both men checked the kitchen and did water quality and did not notice any issues. He said he entered the only bathroom in the residence and began to inspect. Oh, this must be Bryant, his place. Koberger's place. His unit in Washington, was it? All right, so I asked him. Okay. He entered the only bathroom in the residence and began to inspect the drain. When the other maintenance officer worker advised there appeared to be blood on the shower curtain, he said he looked and discovered what appeared to be 2 separate two separate smudge marks on the shower curtain, which appeared to be dried blood. He described the smudges as 1 inch by 1 inch. Said he then noticed another smudge of what appeared to be dried blood on the toilet flusher handle. Mm-hmm. He couldn't wait to wash his hands of the blood before he took piss. Really? Why didn't you piss outside? He also noted what appeared to be a piece of dried blood near the light switch on the interior wall of the bathroom. He asked so-and-so to describe the marks, told me they both appeared to be reddish-brown in colour, and I've seen dried blood before, and the marks appeared to be similar to that. The only thing he did in the restroom was flush the toilet in order to check the water quality. Served a search warrant with ISP investigators. You pal. We discovered the blood smears and spots in the locations described. In addition, there were more blood spatter spots on the wall on the entryway to the living room. Really? Oh, okay, yeah, they have to have come off him. Pastor. Samples of each were collected. 94 samples. These are all of the MONROE Police Department's records, be it for chain of custody, retrieval of evidence and stuff, because they've got to document everything. Everything. They've got every fart, everything. And that's why this is the shit that Proctor didn't do. Yeah? But they also have to document that they have applied for the warrant, and then they have to document that it was approved or denied. They've got to keep the record preserved with every detail. samples each were collected, and Talbot took photos of the residents. Upon completion, I left the required paperwork on the couch in the living room and took a photo of it. All units cleared without further incident. Did I read Behind the K-Bar? Did I read Behind the K-Bar sheath? Can't remember. Oh, this might be the yucky one, I think. I received a phone call advising me there were a quadruple homicide. I arrived at the Moscow Police Department, put on my police-issued uniform. Okay. I was on scene for about 2 hours. He was okay. He was maintaining security and documenting who came and went. The following day, I learned that a sheath was found inside the apartment. The sheath was tan in colour and had a Marine Corps eagle. The words USMC were located under the eagle. I was tasked to follow up with businesses in town to see if the particular knife was sold there. He went through quite a few. Okay. While at Walmart, I was speaking with staff member blah. She listed on name tag. She was showing me the knives on display, and she told me about 2 to 3 weeks ago, a white college-age male asked for a black ski mask that would cover his face. She was unable to provide much detail other than he was taller than she was and maybe had tan skin complexion. She said she advised the male they did not have any black ski masks and only camo. Not good enough. She said the male then walked away. Talking about the sorority. So he went down to where the sorority party was, and then he went to the corner club. That's it. Oh, this was the hard one. Do you want me to read? Yes, they did. They served, because remember there was the lady next door. Her Ring camera caught the dog barking, so they would have had to have issued a warrant for that camera. Anything that they need to remove as evidence, they have to have some documentation for it. Do you want me to read the first responder that describes finding Maddie and Kaylee? Is my question, because it's a graphic content warning. But I'll read it if you want it. If I can share. The link. I wonder if this works. T, can you tell me if you can see this and open it up properly on your WhatsApp message? I've just dropped a link in there to see if that would work. If it opens up properly into Google Drive for you to see it. Because I could just sort through them, label them, and just start attaching the. You've seen it now, yes? 2 blue ticks. She's on it, peeps. She's on it. Are you on WhatsApp, Jenny or Anna? It's awesome. It's great. It's just basically another chat video. It's free, and you don't have to scroll through everyone else's whinging and whining like Facebook. It's just an app that you can even, because it's an international thing and it's done on the internet. Yeah, you can have phone calls. You can chat to one another. You can even talk your answers, and they can listen to the recording of what you've just said to them. So yeah, Tristy and I just like, oh my god, I can't believe it! Press play. She reads it. She listens to it, and she gets one back. It's great. It's sending me an email. Okay. Would you mind trying to open that for me? Yeah, it is pretty much, yes. But I like it because there's no bullshit there. I've got X, which I hate, but it's a necessity because that's the only place that I can find that the bigger content creators have their contact information, or an email is the most you'll get. If you notice, you go onto the big creators in their description and how to find you and all that bullshit, you won't find an email address or a phone number or anything, which is fair enough. So it's very difficult then to get in touch with other content creators. And that's why I joined X. I still got an email, so I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Have you got Google Drive? Because if it's not compatible with your operating system, it will not open. Maybe I'll drop it in chat, see if anyone else can open it. There we go. Oh, I didn't send you an email. Okay. Well, I don't understand why it's sending an email. I didn't go through the email. Let me see. Have I got a link to our WhatsApp chat page? Open navigation. Settings. Account. I think it might just be in on my phone number. Remember. Do you remember how you found me on WhatsApp, Tricia? I'm not very good with IT, am I? I do try. General. Oh, can't find any link to this particular thing. Which is annoying. No, don't want to do that. Surely it should have a invite to your chat, Julio. Surely. it will ask you for your phone number. So, yeah, but how did you find me? You just type my name in or my phone number? So if you guys download the WhatsApp app at the Play Store, and it's your phone number that I have to find to get to you, email your phone number to me and I will link it up. Otherwise, I don't know how else to do it. Because I've actually created a group chat so we can all join it. It's just internet based. All right, I digress again. Okay. Oh, did you? Okay, that's fine. There. Yeah, what did we get up to? 68, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Well, I didn't do any of this. Sleuthy Goosey's amazing. Oh, ticket showing car and subpoena from FBI. The hell's that? Scott Sampson initiated a traffic stop. Plymouth Street, Bridgewater State University. Oh, Colin Vincent Albert of Seven Meadows Avenue. Baby will stop. Verbal to the operator for marked lanes and failed to obey traffic device. Operator was a confused football player who did not know the direction to go at the intersection. Okay. Get back to it. Where'd they all go? Maybe we have to go back in there. There we go. All right. 69 we're up to. Top of the line. All right. And delete your numbers. Shit. What song? I'm gonna have to go and put some cream on this, I think. a second. Oh, who said hello to me? Hiya, Jody. That you, Jenny? I've only got a number, no name. Whoever it is, you found me. Instead, it's not in your contact. Yeah, I know. And I put them in. How do I do that? Who sent me a message on WhatsApp? So I can name you. Why can't I name it? Oh, it's Anna. Hello. Okay. Now, how do I? Doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. Anna. Let's put you in the contacts. Oh, you can't use emojis. Come on, people. That's not funny. Okay, so yours Anna now. I'm going to choose here because I didn't know how to do it before. My bad. Oh, fuck it, I've forgotten how to do it again. Look at it. I don't know. I'm just. I click a button and slip right and center. I just did it. How can I miss that now? The fuck? It won't let me agitate. It's like, let me put Anna in. Well, I'll be put. Oh, found it. Stumbled over it again. Removed from favorites? No. But I can't change yours. It won't let me. Oh. I've got out of it now. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yep. All right. Give me 2 seconds because Oh, wow. Just some weird stuff coming up lately, like this one. Anyone seen that? That's the really controversial one. You know what we should do? We should just head over and watch a movie on Discord. Yeah, that's who kicked me off. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna run this for 5 minutes while I go to the loo.
Come on, guys, let's show you report. Let's see some.
Oh. This is the British Firefighter Challenge. Which I thought sounded funny.
Of course, if you have unsportsmanlike
Two
conduct,
shakes.
not finishing in 6 minutes, there's a 6 minute time cap. Destruction of equipment, failure to retrieve the equipment, or failure to finish. They're the disqualifications.
Can you hear that all right?
So, on that note, failure to retrieve equipment is basically if you are wearing anything when you start, i.e., or something comes off, if you've got a torch on your helmet, if it falls off, if your helmet falls off, stop, put it back on.
I'm just putting this on for 5 while I go to the loo.
About it,
and then we'll come back and decide what we're going to
pick
do.
up a penalty for it.
Beautiful. Sasha just reminded me about unsportsmanlike conduct. When I get to the finish, and Sasha goes, all right, Pete, you have 1, 2, 3. And I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that is it. You are disqualified. Game over. That is the referee. They're not being paid to be here. If you go, you know, F this, F whatever, I'm kicking the dummy, I'm throwing stuff, that is it. You'll be disqualified from the competition. We're here representing our families, the organizations, and the world of firefighters. Yeah? So that is not in line with our values. You will be disqualified. Okay? Wonderful. When you're at the bottom of the tower, athlete ready, athlete ready. So you can have both hands on it. You must have both feet placed on the bottom. When you're going up the stairs, you can jump steps. So you go 2 at a time. So I will go 3, 2, 1, and we'll start a timer. They'll go up, they can go both steps at the time. Now you need to make sure you're going all the way to the top of the tower. Because what people often do is they forget if there's still tower above them, they stop at the wrong place. So Sarah, as an example, might stop there and start holding. Everyone goes, no, Sarah, no. But she's not paying attention because she's just so amped up. She's got all that adrenaline. She realizes she's done it wrong and she keeps going. Ryan didn't make the same mistake because he's done it before, you see. He'll get to the top and Ryan will haul aloft. Now it's going to go hand over hand however you want. It's a British thing, yeah, people, if there's not the sky above you, you haven't gone high enough. So once he gets it all the way to the top, he's going to pull it over. He'll have someone standing next to him, and he's got to put it into a box that is to the external of the tower. Yeah, it's got to go in that little cage. You probably can't see it from here, but it is a steel, effectively, box. It's got to go into that, and has to go in it, not on it, not resting on the side. It has to go in it. As soon as you've done that, you can race it back down the tower. Notice they are doing each foot on each step. If you skip a step, you will get a disqualification.
On that note, as you come down the stairs, another penalty is making sure that you at least have one hand in contact with a rail at all times. Okay, you will pick up a penalty for that if you don't have at least one hand. All right on the curve. It's all right if you're on a landing. You don't have to have your hands on, but when you're descending the stairs, make sure that your hands are, or at least one hand is in contact with the railing.
And this might sound like a really silly thing to say, but stay on your side. If you are on the blue lane and you get up to the level 2 and you start to panic, don't chase the firefighter who's on the red lane and go up their stairs, all right? You laugh, but we've seen it. Okay, stay in your lane.
You'll transition off the bottom of the tower. You'll come down this slope. You'll do so as carefully as you can. You'll jump on here in a fashion that you don't trip. We had somebody break their leg a few years ago. You'll jump onto here. Chris, what does a missed strike look like?
So a missed strike is if Ryan raises the hammer high in the air for me, okay? This part, which is the head, is the only part that should be touching the plate at the bottom, okay? If it hits it on the side, if you hit it on the handle, if you hit the hammer on the side of the pan or on the bottom of the pan, it is classed as a missed strike. You will get one warning from your referee, okay, to remind you you are misstriking. If you continue to misstrike, your race will be stopped because these machines are very expensive, okay? So please do pay a lot of attention to how it's being hit, okay? Take your time. Speed is more important than power on this. Ryan's going to go full bore with this so you can get an appreciation of how this looks. You keep hitting, and as soon as you see the green part, the referee will hit you and tell you, yes, the hammer needs to go onto the mat. It needs to be the head that's on the mat, okay? Any part of the hammer.
I promise we know what we're doing. Yep. I promise.
Okay.
The hammer can be on the mat, but it has to be on the mat. So either in the blue or on the red mat. That is it.
Just.
Yeah? Just about it, but it is in because there is a piece of the hammer on the mat. Okay?
It is better if you put the head straight down on the mat and then run off because you're less likely to lose the hammer. After that,
a few of you will go, oh my God, what am I doing next? What am I doing next? And you'll start running like this and you'll forget that you've got to grab this hose. So Sarah is our example here. She'll pick the hose up. She can put it over her shoulder. She can hold it behind her. She can put it under her arm. As long as it goes with her or you or they or them all the way down the course and it crosses this line at the bottom, then you'll be reaped. It's a line on the floor just here. Now the entire branch, that's all of the bit that is black, must go past it. If you just have the couplings on the line, then you won't do it. If you drop it and it recedes backwards, it must have its resting position all the way past the line, okay? As soon as you've placed that down, Mickey, do you want to say anything else about penalties here?
Just very quickly, with the hose, what I'd recommend as you advance it, pull it well past. There's loads of hose at the bottom. You should easily be able to pull it over the line. So get it and make sure it's over the line, not near it.
and please just remember not to throw it on the floor, okay, because that's mistreating of the equipment and you will pick up a penalty or a disqualification for it.
At which point you'll turn and go, you'll sprint off down the course as we see Ryan do, and he's going for the hose makeup. This is the bit where you've got to dial down all that adrenaline and focus in on a skill-based task. Whether you want to drop to a knee, to two knees, to one knees, if you want to pick it up and do the Welsh whip, if you want to pick it up and roll it in your hands, doesn't really matter. It's entirely your personal preference. It's not got to go back on a fire truck, a fire engine, a pump, whatever you want to call it from where you're from. It's got to fit in that box at the end. There's a blue one there and there's a red one there. If you're in the blue lane, you can probably guess which one yours needs to go in. Now, if you have a big, ugly loop, because it's a horrible walnut whip, then it needs to not sit over the top of the box. So Ryan will drop that in, it'll be absolutely fine. However, if Sarah had done a horrible one, or if Ryan had done a horrible one, and it was like that, the ref is very simply just going to come and run his hand across the top of it, or her hand. And if it is sticking out the top of the box, that is your penalty. And the penalty for this one is... How many is it for that one? 5. 5 if it doesn't go in the box, 5 seconds. At which point you'll transition straight to the barrels. You can take the first 2 at the end, you can take the last 2. That equally, as Sasha has shown, is not a good rolled hose. As long as they go inside the box, it's absolutely fine. They've got to sit within the confines of that box. These ones are a little bit larger than other competitions, so they're a little bit more forgiving. As long as all 4 of your barrels sit within there, they'll be absolutely fine. Any orientation is absolutely fine. That is not... Ooh, that's okay as well. Don't know why you would, but hey-ho, if you want to start playing Jenga with your barrels, you crack on and the rest of us will accelerate off down the course. Okie dokie, so you're going to finish that, and then everyone's going to start cheering. Everyone's going to start getting excited because you're heading down. You're going to the casualty. Oh my God, it's neck and neck. Who believes it? Sarah, chill out. Sarah's not going to do this. We're going to ask Ryan to pick it up. Ryan's going to get to the casualty. He's going to flip it over, and he's going to pick it up. Now, luckily, Ryan is slightly vertically challenged to all of our taller athletes that may notice. So he's not picked it all the way up off the floor. Rest there. However, Chris, what could they be doing wrong with this? What could they be doing wrong with this? Why will they get a penalty?
So, when it comes to lifting the casualty, you are not allowed to use the casualty straps because casualties do not have straps on them. So you must pick the dummy up under using your own strength and weight. Whilst you're going backwards with this, stay in the lane, listen to your referee. They will tell you to go left or right, and that will help you decide when you're coming backwards whereabouts you need to be. Do not look back to try and gauge how far you go, because if you do, you will twist and you will fall. When it comes to the end of the course, the feet must stay on the line. You cannot suplex your dummy over the line, okay? The feet must stay on the floor all the time when you're dragging the dummy back. So don't get to the end and go, huh, all right? The feet must stay on the line, and you keep going until you hit the crash mat. That is the end of the briefing. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, uncles and aunts, mums and dads, grandmas and grandparents, carers and everything, thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions before the race starts, okay, don't ask Sasha. Please do remember at all times, every single person here is a volunteer. None of us are getting paid, so be cool, be nice, say thank you. And before we start, I would like to ask you all to give me a massive round of applause for everybody that's made this event possible today and for this weekend. So please clap, 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 clap. Everybody on the course, everybody here in registration, anybody you see wearing a yellow t-shirt, please just stop them and say the most important words we all want. Thank you. Have a fantastic race. Have a fantastic weekend. Let's start this off. Watford! I don't think I need that.
Was that any good? Because that's got a heater in there too. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Stand. Plus, it reduces the amount of walking up and down. I finally got a wheelie frame. What 53-year-old woman has to walk with a fucking four-wheel frame? It's all in the lighting at the back. It's all that's what I was trying to set up at Tans the other day. She's got all her lighting at the front, but you need it at the back to give you depth. Yes, yes. Yeah. And then it's not far for me to walk to the fridge, and I can still use, because you know how I have to, because my bedroom is the furthest one away from everything, which is how I like it. So I can't hear anything back there. But yeah, once I get comfy in there and I'm doing the bed stream to get back out again. So yes, it would be very handy. And there's, I don't even have to bring the wardrobes and stuff out. They can stay in there. There's no reason they can't stay in there. So it'll be nice. It's not like I have many visitors or anything. So. All right, my lovelies. Well, I'll rustle something up for tomorrow. You guys got any plans for Sunday at all? And I'll be editing all of this out. Don't worry. In fact, I might just turn it private now. No one needs to watch this. There we go. The stream must be scheduled in the future. Oh. Come on. I don't even think I can make it private. Now that it's going. Anyway. All right. Have a look-see for the thumbnailsy. I'll put something on Discord too, no doubt. there was something that I wanted to watch. I'll think about it and let you know. I'll sort it. Don't you worry. Because, you know, otherwise I'd look like a right geezer, wouldn't I, eh? You know? Okay. Love you all. Scratch you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey there, thanks for stopping in. We hope you will join us again. We all look forward to next time. We get to talk about true crime. Clues. Justice served in an honest fight. True crime tales till the verdict's right. Solving more than just trivial quests, where sentences rule and the defense rests. Our true crime family is great. All types of topics we debate. Smash that like and ring that bell. Hit subscribe, you might as well.